As you might be able to tell, I am still in Arizona. I have come to the realization that for most people, sitting still is a form of relaxation. I have to be constantly moving. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It just means I get to explore these beautiful places at my own pace. Hey, what's up guys? I'm out here in Arizona in this really windy spot I pulled over to camp out at, and I wanted to make some dinner. The only problem is I haven't used my sink since the Alaska trip because I don't know if you remember, but the whole water tank froze and I haven't filled it back up yet because there's a little cap that screws into the bottom of the water tank right there, and that broke. So I haven't had water in the tank since then. All right, so this is the little cover that goes over the water tank. I just pulled this little screw out to fill it, swing it away, unscrew the top right through where the little hole is at the bottom, and it doesn't look like there's any other cracks in the tank, and I haven't tested it obviously since the Alaska trip. I do have duct tape that I'm just gonna cover the hole with because until I find a cap. Maybe I'll just go to Home Depot and get a little rubber cap to block it off with. But I'm just gonna cover it with duct tape for now, see if the hoses leak. And I have been without a sink for too long, and it's, you know, it's a luxury, I know that. But I've got it, so I might as well use it. Make sure it's dry on the bottom here before I stick duct tape on there. Good. Good piece. Hope this works. Maybe I'll do 2 pieces. Should get the job done. I don't think I'll fill it up all the way either. I just have this this water container that I've been filling up and using in the meantime. Just put 2 pieces of tape down there. Here's the cap for the top of the tank. I just don't have the cap for the bottom of the tank. There we go. I think once the water submerges the pump, so I'm gonna go ahead and test the sink, see if it definitely works. I'm gonna crawl underneath and see if any of the lines are leaking. I have a few lines back here. Don't see any water dripping out of there, and of course it goes behind the panel there. And then back here, that one back there, I don't want to take my suitcase out, but maybe I'll just run it and hope for the best. Or I could probably go and fill the rest of this up and get it through the lines and monitor the level before I go to bed, and maybe in the morning I'll double check it and see if it's still there. It's probably a good way to check it. I don't really know. We're just testing things out here. Yeah, it's definitely holding water, so that's nice. Yeah, duct tape. This stuff is amazing. Half of my canvas is made of this, you know. Yeah, now I'll be able to use my sink for the first time in a couple months, or I'll just fill the whole van with water because there's a leak somewhere. Either way, at least I'm trying here. All right, it's filled up like a quarter of the way, maybe. This was only like half full anyway, so That should last me a couple days at least. I'm gonna button this back up. I always fill it through the top here because most of the places I get water, I don't have a hose with me, so I can't really run it to the outside fill spot. And this is like the easiest way for me to do it. I've been doing it like this for years. All right, now that that's working, I'm gonna make some dinner. It's still pretty early. The sun goes down so quick that it gets dark. I need to add some more lights in here too, I think. What do I need? I guess I don't need anything. Yeah, this will just be a simple pasta night. Well, every night's a simple pasta night. You guys have been sending me recipes and stuff. Dude, I don't really cook. Ooh, here we go. I do cook, it's just not like good food. It's edible, sustainable meals, high calorie, or this is low calorie, but high carbs just to keep me going. I'm a skinny guy. If I could spend a little bit of time cooking and a lot of time doing other stuff, then I'd much rather do that. Here are my ingredients for today. Well, that's not an ingredient. Yeah, that's simple. Usually I have spinach, but I don't have spinach today. This will be an extra simple meal. Now I could fill up my, or maybe I'll rinse that out a little bit. Now I could do it with ease. Nicely chlorinated water. Now my water is almost boiling, so I'm gonna throw in my pasta. When I first started doing this, I would put way too much and end up with large portions of seconds and even third servings, but throughout the years I've learned exactly how much I eat. I'll stir it with the fork here. That's all I put in. And little pasta, they expand pretty quick. I'll turn this down a little bit so it doesn't boil over, and then I just leave it and stir it for every couple minutes. Guys, I'm supposed to be in Mexico right now, but I'm not. I canceled that trip. I'm not gonna go to Mexico anymore, unfortunately. Someday soon, I will head south. The thing is, once I start driving south, I don't want to stop. I was planning on going to Mexico, possibly taking the ferry over the mainland and then just continue driving further south, maybe to Belize, and then at that point continue. But for me right now, with the timeline and the logistics behind it, it doesn't make sense. So I'm not gonna go right now. So stay tuned for that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I want to bring you guys along with me and see, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm just gonna hang out here. I'm in a pretty cool spot right next to this canyon, and the only unfortunate part is it's so windy I can't send the drone up or anything, and I don't really want to walk all the way over to the canyon. I am like right down the road from the Grand Canyon and the North Rim, so tomorrow I'm gonna head over there and try and find somewhere cool to camp out before heading back into Utah later this week, and kind of just take the time to relax and fix a few little issues with the van as well. Try and get this all organized. There's a speaker in here that is no longer in there, so there's like a bunch of little things on the van that I need to address. So I'm gonna spend the next week just whenever I'm camped out like this, just do little projects like that. I've let it go for so long that they stack up so quick. One problem becomes two problems, and then they're not real problems, so I just kind of ignore it until all of a sudden there's like 15 things that need to be fixed. They're small little things that'll take me like 10 minutes to do each, but I want to do it right. Everything I do to this vehicle, I want to do it perfectly and right, and so I don't have to do it again and again and again, even though sometimes it seems like some of the stuff I touch, I have to do again and again and again. That's just how it goes sometimes, I guess. There's a couple hikes I want to do as well in northern Arizona here and southern Utah. Mark some of those off of the list while I'm at it. All right, finally, looks like it's about ready. You guys are going to hate me for what's about to happen next. Y'all should be glad I just don't have a microwave, because I feel like it'd be even worse if I did. All right, that's good enough. Take your unrefrigerated tomatoes. Just throw them on there. Warm it up a little bit. See, the thing is, I'm sure I can cook, but I just don't want to. So this is the next best thing, is pretending that I cook and just having enough to fill one bowl full of plain ass pasta. See that? It's perfect. And then are we gonna wash this? No, we're gonna rinse it out. And take our towel and just kind of make it look like it's clean. Because tomorrow, about this time, I'm gonna make the same exact meal for myself. And then we just take the pot, we put it right back. That's nice and secure. And now we just have one more dish to clean once we're done. All right, back in dining room. Maybe I should wait for this to cool down to try. Nope, perfect temperature. The tomato sauce cooled it down perfectly. Only issue is I'm out of beer. Anything's drinkable. Room temperature beer, non-refrigerated tomato sauce. I haven't had a refrigerator in years. It works for me. They're expensive. The one that I had in here before, it worked only when it was plugged into a wall, and there's not a wall for like 100 miles. So there's that. If you want to send me a refrigerator, I'll take it. I'll put it to good use. I'm pretty sure my battery bank will be able to power it. So yeah, until then, I'm gonna eat my room temperature food and drink my room temperature beer. Oh man, this is why I like Arizona and Utah too. But I'm gonna wrap things up here, hit the road, continue my journey north, and I'll see you guys in the next video.